As a Mexican, my fighting spirit comes from my country. We're born to fight. We are hard workers. We are always trying to push ourselves. My roots put me apart of other fighters because I never give up.
I had a long layoff with both a heart surgery and a neck surgery. It was the first time in my life I had such a long break. It's very hard, but finally I'm back and I'm coming in there to fight.
Yeah. Try and control him. If we find that body triangle. You have his arm trapped, so if you can choke right now, do it.
I think Brandon Moreno had his time. He became champion. I have big respect for him, but I also want what he has. I bring so much more to the table than Brandon because I'm more hungry. I really want that gold belt around me.
Don't forget to knee. Yep, don't forget to knee, don't forget to punch.
My fighting spirit comes all the way from Iraq, but also from everything I've been through my whole life.
Yep, keep walking him. Sag on his hip. Put your elbow into his hip. Yep.
I know I'm different. I can push through to places where most people don't even want to go.
Time. Good.
I'm comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Making his UFC debut, Amir the Prince Albazi.
That is a tight triangle.
Oh, he got a tap!
He put all his energy into getting to the UFC since he was 14 years old. Now he's a contender.
This kid's fantastic.
Ooh. And he continues his quest to be the first Iraqi champion in UFC history.
Big right hand sets him down.
Oh my goodness.
And that finishes it.
Amir Albazi, still perfect in the octagon.
My last fight was against Kai Kara-France. Everything felt perfect. That is where I wanted to be. That is where I was supposed to be.
Really nice uppercut left up from Albazi. I mean, he's clearly shown he deserves to be at this level.
And I won the fight. But during that fight camp, I was getting very, very fatigued. My heart rate would literally spike up to high 200s. My recovery wasn't the same. I would train once a day and my body would be shattered. But I didn't want to pull out of the fight. After that fight, when I saw the doctors, they said it was something with my heart that wasn't functioning as it should. And they said it would be an easy fix, not super big surgery. But they said you shouldn't be training because this can cause a heart attack. So this was the first time they told me you cannot even train. But I knew I could sit and complain and feel sorry for myself, or I could use this time to improve myself in different areas. I got the surgery done. I took the time off and I started going back into training camp. And I got the call for Brandon Moreno in Mexico City. I was preparing for that. I start feeling something is not right. I would throw a few jabs and I can't lift my arm up. It got so bad I couldn't even lift my hand over my head. I went for a MRI scan, and when I got the result, they were like, you need surgery ASAP. The doctor told me that I shouldn't be fighting again.
You just have a lot of wear and tear in your neck.
My spinal cord was getting damaged because I had narrowing in my neck from years of training. They said you are one punch away from getting paralyzed, basically.
Let me mark on you. This makes it official.
The surgery was an artificial disc replacement. And then we start beginning recovery all over again.
When do you think I'm like back?
6 months.
6 months to fighting?
Yeah.
Like competition?
Yeah.
The stars aligned and here we are. I'm fighting the guy I was supposed to fight before my next surgery, Brandon Moreno. And I'm happy to be back exactly where I started.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been drilling, like I haven't gone live on the cage in a long time. So if I haven't done it in a long time, I feel like it's not coming naturally almost.
I think we need to trust the process, stay the course, but just add a little bit of that, because confidence is everything too. Whether we think you're good on the cage, if you're not, then we need to fix that. There we go, ready? To be honest with you, I thought it was a career-ending surgery. Beautiful. But after surgery, he was here 2 days later, just watching. He just wanted to learn. I said, go rest. And I was, I'm here to learn, I gotta learn. He's just such a student of the game. He always wants to train. He's every coach's dream. Just little subtle movements, your reaction time is so clean. And then now you differentiate movement to feints. Before it all looked the same. That one, you could tell when he's biting and when he's not biting, right? It's perfect. Brandon Moreno is a legend, the first Mexican-born champion. Yes! But I think Amir matches up well. Nice level change. He believes in himself. He also wants to be the first Iraqi UFC champion as well. And so we're looking to make history. He's gonna shock some people this fight.
When I moved from London to Las Vegas, the first person I saw when I came to the UFC Performance Institute was Brandon Moreno. I literally begged him to train with me. It was very natural. He was the champion at my weight class at that time. Who wouldn't want to train with a champion? We trained together for a bit, but both him and I knew that we might fight one day.
Nice.
And here we are today. I don't expect the same Brandon, and I think he makes a big mistake if he expects the same Amir. I'm looking to make a statement in this fight, and I'm coming to finish Brandon Moreno. That's the only way I want this to end. He comes to fight, I come to fight, and I expect the best Brandon Moreno, and I hope he does the same. We both have statements to make. I think Brandon have good skills. I think I'm a better fighter. He's tough, but I think I'm tougher, and I'm gonna show that on fight night.
I started in this sport when I was 12 years old. I've been accomplished a lot of different things in my life, and I feel happy and grateful.
Hey! Nice.
The challenge to be sweating and tired and trying to keep going with the training, you know, all that stuff was amazing for me.
Come on, champ, let's go. Lightweight.
That's part of what I am. I'm a competitor. I feel very proud of my country, be the fierce Mexican-born champion.
What, I make you mad? Rack it.
I feel very proud of myself. I feel very happy to show to my people it can be possible. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be moments where you're gonna doubt yourself. But if you can pass all those obstacles,
Good rest, nice work.
I mean, you can make it.
Sits him down. Ortiz in big trouble.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. Pero only one thing is true. I will be champion one day, I promise. I promise.
It's funny how life works, because after that fight, I lose 2 in a row and UFC released me from the company. That moment was hard. The stakes for sure was against me, but I found a way to keep going. I came back to the UFC, and guys, I was hungry. So I put all my effort to try to beat all my opponents.
Moreno's really turning it up.
Oh, man. Moreno with some vicious hammer fists. That's it.
When they told me to fight against Figueiredo, this kind of opportunity is once in a time. We had a crazy fight. I showed to the world I deserve the rematch because that fight was a draw.
Look at Yes, he's under the chin! Ooh! He's under the chin! Oh my God, he's got it! He's got it!
Looks like
He's tapping!
Brandon Moreno has done it!
Brandon Moreno!
You have a champion! Brandon Moreno is the undisputed UFC flyweight champion!
I remember all the crowd around screaming my name, dreaming, Viva Mexico! That moment was special in my life. So many rounds against each other, knowing that will be another war.
We have never had fighters face each other 4 times in the UFC. Only one leaves as the undisputed flyweight champion.
I had 3 or 4 years run of a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of hard training, crazy fights against amazing opponents. That gave me a lot of experience. I feel very grateful to have that in my history and in my legacy for the future.
Make him nice, Brandon. That's it. Yeah, make him respect you. Nice job, Brandon. Nice hook. Hey, throw everything quick, Brandon. No power. Everything's fast. There you go. Nice. Nice, Brandon. Nice, champion. Way to punch through the kick.
I'll be fighting November 2nd in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada against Amir Albazi. I love this matchup. He is the kind of opponent who can offer a nice fight for me, the crowd at the arena, and the people who is watching on TV.
Albazi's a really tough kid. He's had a lot of success in the UFC. He's a smart fighter, but I mean, he's fighting Brandon, you know, and Brandon's fought literally everybody in that division, and they're all tough. He's had so many wars where he's just plants his feet and he's smiling, he's throwing down, like, it's just part of who he is, and I think that's what makes him so unique.
Stabilize this position. That's how you won the fucking title. Stabilize that shit if you want it.
I see that fire building in his eyes. I think he's really matured, he's really accomplished, but I think the best is yet to come. And that excites me, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the future.
Beautiful, man. I fucking love this.
It's very important to me to get the victory, and then the next victory, and then the next victory.
Get the finish. 34 seconds. Yeah! Hands up.
I just want to make my legacy bigger. It's just important to show to the world who is Brandon Moreno.
Small pick-me-up before training. Heat up some milk. The only way I can describe this journey is from nothing to everything. I was born in Baghdad, Iraq. I lived there for 7 years, and then I moved to Damascus, Syria, for a year and a half before finally coming to Sweden with my family. Iraq was very different. At that time, Saddam Hussein was in charge of the country. The government had eyes and ears in every block. Everything that was said could be used against you. My dad left before us because of just the political situation there in Iraq, and we felt in danger, so we had to leave too. When we came to Sweden, we stayed in a refugee camp, and already there I felt the segregation between us immigrants and Swedish people. So you get picked on a lot. It was very normal for us to get into street fights, and I had to learn how to defend myself. I started going in the wrong path. I was 12, 13 years old. And I remember it was the last day of school and everyone is going to this amusement park. So I'm like, I want to go to the amusement park too. I've never been. I go to my parents to ask for like money for this amusement park. I remember I got yelled at so bad, like it hurt me. Like it hurt me so bad that I said, I'm gonna go get my own money. I just went out and I remember I took a kitchen knife and I went and robbed someone. I was 13 years old. I just went up to the first person I saw and asked for all the money. Give me your phone, give me everything. That was my first introduction into that type of life. And I started doing those kind of stuff, meeting with the older guys that were into that kind of life, just fueled by anger. Until actually I found MMA. When I found MMA and started training, started going well, actually the guys I was working for, the older guys told me to stop and told me, you're good at this, kid, go do your thing there, you know, you don't need this life. And I haven't looked back since then. All those experiences fueled me to do something better for my life. And it took me all the way to the UFC, and that's why I am here today. It makes me appreciate everything. I feel lucky. I'm actually in a blessed position. I'm lucky to be able to do what I do. And I feel like a lot of kids don't have this opportunity to find something they're good at, to find something they burn for, being passionate about. My younger brother, Amir Albazi, is here with me in my training camp. He's been there for every fight of mine. It means a lot. I feel comfortable around him. He knows me, not only as a fighter, but as a person too. And sometimes that is very important, to be able to have family around that fight themselves, understand the fighting game, but also understanding you.
Let's find some level changes, Amir. Yes. Beautiful. Yep. Beautiful.
Seeing the sacrifices my family made to just give us a better opportunity for a better life. If they could make such a big change with so little, without knowing the language, without really knowing what's gonna happen, I can chase my dream. Nothing's gonna stop me.
I mean, stop pushing your punches, actually punch. Stay sharp. Don't switch off.
A win over Brandon Moreno gonna take me where I wanna go. I wanna be the greatest.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna become a UFC world champion. It would mean everything to me to win that belt. It would not only mean something for me, but also to my people. Everyone back in Iraq, everyone I grew up with, everyone that's been supporting me on the way.
Growing up, I watched Moreno. I'm still a big fan of the game, so imagine watching someone that you finally can get to fight against. And if I'm right, I gotta beat his ass in the second round. So let's see, let's find out on fight night.
My family and I, we moved here to Vegas in 2021. We decided to do that because the UFC, the sponsors were like the most part of the time here in the city, in Las Vegas. And obviously we wanted like a better education for the girls, getting more economic success. My dream is to give a better life to my daughters, to my wife, you know, to my family in general. That's my goal, man. You know, it's about my family. It's not even about me. Well, I think it was the right move, but Man, I miss my city. I miss Mexico. Growing up in Tijuana was really cool. I had a really nice childhood. My parents gave me the best life possible. My parents has a piñata business in Tijuana. They find a way to build the business, to grow the business, and give us a really good life. I always had a really good examples in my life, starting with my parents. They're like waking up in the morning like 5 a.m., start with the business, and that built my character as a fighter. As an MMA fighter, you are all day in the gym. Ayúdame! Ayuda! And then you go back to your home, but maybe you're so tired and you don't spend enough time with your kids or with your wife. All the sacrifices, all the training camps, all the weight cuts, because you're so focused on the goal. And you want to keep winning. I have a really good circle. I have a really good people around me. They always support me. They always support my decisions. They all help me to keep my mind clear and keep my mind focused in the final goal, you know? After the 4th fight against Davison Figueiredo, my next fight was against Pantoja. Another crazy fight, nominated to the Fight of the Year. But I lose the fight. That moment when you got the title back and then lose it again in the defense, I was a little bit disappointed. After that fight against Pantoja, they scheduled me against Brandon Royval. Personally, I felt like mentally tired. I was done. I lost the title, and then I lost again. And after that, I decided to take a little break to be with my family. That opportunity I gave to myself to take that break and enjoy your circle is special. Because when you think everything is so dark, then a nice light come in your life and start to give you all those answers. That was amazing, and right now I feel very motivated.
Y al diablo, poste a la pierna de atrás. Pam, 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 pam.
Fighters get to a place, man, where they need to take a break. The life of a champion is not easy. It's a lot of stress. Brandon is constantly headlining these big shows. When guys do that, the best thing for them to do is step away. Kind of get some perspective. Usually guys get hungry again and they can't wait to get back in there.
The difference between this training camp and the 2 last ones is just I'm enjoying the training again. I feel that fire on me again. I'm gonna win this fight and I'm gonna make a statement. I'm here, I'm ready. I take a break, but that's enough for me. I'm ready to fight. The title fight is coming soon. I'll be ready. Boom.
I've been training my whole life since the age of 14. Fighting is just a part of me. It's in my DNA. So that's why I feel I'm meant to do something bigger than me. I'm meant to become great, to become a UFC world champion.
Amir's skills are really good, but I'm stronger, I'm faster, and I have more experience. The biggest mistake Amir can do in our fight is thinking I'm done. I'm very focused. I'm ready to win. I'm gonna do everything to get my hand raised that night.